Okay, we're back. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's the afternoon show with 1 hour to go in our markets. Your buddy Bruce here, Uncle Bruce, with Stock Markets with Bruce, where we are trying to figure out in plain English just what's happening out there. The Dow right now is down 191. It's been a bit lower, but this is near the low of the day. The Dow right now is we've got S&P now holding an 18-point loss and Nasdaq down 44. Now this in percentage terms, not a lot. I mean Nasdaq's down 0.3, S&P down 0.4, and the Dow down 0.5%. So it's just a slight loss. Oil down 721. It is official. The United States will be releasing up to 1 million barrels a day from its strategic reserve of crude oil into the market to make sure that an additional 1 million barrels of crude is out there for the market to absorb and enjoy. The being oil now down 722 a barrel to $100.60. We'll see if it has any more of an effect other than that. Kind of got mixed emotions about all that, but anyway, it is done, and it was rumored to happen, and here we are. So we had oil in that 120 range, 115-20 range 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Now we're down to $100, and there's more available for the market. So we'll see if this keeps the price, a little bit lower. We'll see what difference it makes to your pump. I don't know. Some states in the U.S. and some provinces in Canada have proposed a gasoline tax holiday at several or certain levels of government that may also add to a price reduction for some of you out there. You'll let me know what your price of gas is in the next few days, and we'll find out what the difference is going to be between different states all over the place. A very interesting development there. Okay, on our favorite stocks, I will tell you that Rocket Lab turned green about 10-15 minutes ago, is now up 9 cents to 8.18. SoFi Technologies, that stock was down to what was that? 942 just after noon hour today. Now at 962, it's down only 15 cents on 26 million shares. So it's coming back a bit. GameStop had a high of 175.74 around 130. Then it backed off back to like a 169.32. Now it's back up again to 174.50. It's up 750 on the day. So a little bounce up. 7.5 million. We're not like going up $20 or anything like that. It's a little higher. The volume is not great. We'll watch that between now and the close. It's an outlier. I mean, other than Rocket Lab, this is an outlier because AMC is down 24 cents to 25.44. Has recovered quite a ways. It was as low today at 23.26. Now it's at 25.44, which gives option writers a chance to write more options against AMC again. Hycroft Mining was up this morning to 287 a share. That was just around 11 o'clock this morning, but it couldn't hold that very long. And from there, it has dropped to its low of the day. That was at 2:30 today. A little over half an hour ago, 223 was the low. That's 64 cents off. Right now, we're at 232, down about 7 cents a share. 166 million traded. That's less than half of what we had a couple days ago. We'll see if that holds around here. It's interesting how it went up to start the day. AMC went down to start the day. And GameStop was down to start the day. Now, GameStop is up on the day. AMC is down 12 cents instead of down $2.50, where Hycroft was up, and now it is down on the day. So it's a total reversal with these guys. I don't know what's going on. Matterport, we seem to be coming back here. We're down 6 cents on Matterport. The volume now is 4.96 million. The shares started the day at looks like around 843. That was around the break-even mark. They went down to 812 pretty quickly in 15 minutes. 812, that's the low of the day. Then they hit the high today of 858 an hour later, and now we're at 836. So, it's kind of in the middle of the range, maybe up on a little higher than the middle. 4.9 million. We'll see if Matterport can keep coming on and break even or not. 23andMe has come back and has not only broken even, it's up 3 cents on the day to 3.93. It was as low as 383 actually, 383 now, 393. Spire started the day at 228, and that was the high of the day, 222, 228. Went down to 208 about 2 hours ago. It's back to 213. It's a little recovery. 843, 874,000. 874,000 traded. ATIP, the range has only been about 8 cents today, 186 to 194. We're at 187 and a half, down a half a penny on 340,000. Very quiet, very quiet. Smart Rent just cannot get its act together with a 2 or 3 day winning streak. It is now at 515, down 36 cents. The all-time low in this stock was set today at 508. Smart Rent 508, all-time low, set 30 minutes ago. We're now at 515, down 36 cents, and it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Sixtera, those shares this morning were at 12.59. The all-time high, 13.53. We were within $1 of the all-time high. Well, unfortunately, around noon hour, when the shares were at 12.58, they gave it up and dropped all the way down to 12.31. And we're at 12.31 right now. This is the low of the day on 152,000 shares. No idea. Why would it do that? Pfizer has been just under the break-even line now for hours and hours, but it's now down 26 cents to 52.18. It's had a couple of attempts to come back to the break-even line, couldn't do it, and it's now fallen off. 51.96 was the low today, but 52.20 is where we are right now on Pfizer. Robinhood is down 59 cents at 13.97. It's been worse. It was 13.51. It's now 13.97. A 46-cent recovery, but it's still off 59 cents. Interesting how the stock broke through 15 the other day. Matter of fact, yeah, it was over 16. It was like 16.30. Now 13.97. So 240 gone. Interesting how that gave up. It's come back a bit today in the last hour. It's kind of had a little shock here. But Robinhood now 14.04. All right, Vanek Vectors down $1.86, trying to come back. Home Depot is down 7.17, down to 301. The high today 307, low 300, now 301. IBM down $1.08 to 131.06. Microsoft at 312, down $1.30. This now is we're kind of showing this 315 resistance level, kind of in that neighborhood now, and it sort of bounces down from that, backs off from it. Apple down 70 cents. Now, we did drop a little yesterday. We got as high as, 179.57. And the high for the last 52 weeks, 182.94. This is very close to its all-time high, but you're just short of $6 away from its all-time high. But it is a bit overpriced right now. It might cuff up some ground because of problems in China. Goldman Sachs down 221 to $333.38. And looks like now 340 is resistance and 330 support. I don't know how long that'll last because this stock is really cheap. 333. Cisco up 41 cents here. It's at 56.46. It did pop up to 56.88. It was 42 cents higher today. So a 57 call would have been a perfect right today. Or 58 would have been a real nice right. Anyway, it's now 56.46, up 41 cents. Hanging in there. Facebook down $1.89. Amazon is down $10. Nothing much going on there. Tesla down $1 to $1,092. Google down $19. Bed Bath Beyond is up 26 cents to $23. BlackBerry down 16. Royal Caribbean up 311 to 84.59 for Royal Caribbean. So a little better there. Overpriced like you can't believe, but that's what's going on. Target is down $7. JP Morgan down 283. Costco is up 750. Right? The opposite side of the spectrum here. Walmart down 13 cents, not doing anything. Nvidia down 249. American Airlines up 33 cents to 18.38. Over at Moderna up $1.38 to 176.30. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So this Dow market, the Dow Jones down 176. with the S&P off 16 points and the NASDAQ down 33. Not a big drop off across the board unless we get real weakness at the end. I don't know if that's happening. It just seems that the market doesn't really want to go down, but it also doesn't want to go up either. It kind of, we got a soft going here. And so far, it's just a break even here, back and forth. We're not going very far. All right, up 6 cents on Rocket Lab, and that GameStop up $6.18 to 173.03. The high today for GameStop 175.75. So that's about 450 away from the high of the day. The low 158, $15 above the low of the day, which was set in the first 15, 20 minutes of the day is when the low of the day was reached, and hasn't been there since, really. It's been, it took a long time to get back to 160.65, but it did. And now through the 170 mark, 172.98 on GameStop. Kids, there it is. That's the deal. As we are going into now 49 minutes to go on this session. See what's going on now on my page today. I've already got you going with thumbs ups. The guys are helping me out here. I appreciate that. We now have 63 thumbs ups registered here for this show already, and I appreciate you doing that for me. I did do a little different question today. I did a poll question today. I figured I'd kind of get you out of the mindset of the market and ask you, if you were going to a dinner party and you had a choice to sit down beside 4 particular individuals known as the members of the Beatles, which one of the Beatles would you like to sit down for a dinner party at and have a 1 hour, 2 hour chat with? Would you like to talk to John Lennon for a couple hours? Would it be more interesting to you to talk to Paul McCartney? Would you be interested in talking to George Harrison, or would some of you like to talk to Ringo? Each one, of course, has his own interesting perspective of the band. I'm assuming, of course, we'd go back in time when they were all 4 with us. But would you have an interesting, who would you have the most interesting time talking to with regards to their life and their experience in the band and their take on things way back when? Wouldn't it be something to have the opportunity and privilege to have a chat with those guys? Of course, today, Mr. McCartney and Mr. Ringo Starr are the 2 surviving members of the group, both now in their 80s. Can you believe it? Can you comprehend that? They are in their 80s. I find that absolutely mind-numbing. Really mind-numbing. But anyway, they have, these 2 gentlemen, of course, have an incredible lifetime. I guess Paul is not quite 80 yet. He's 79. His birthday is June the 18th. So this June, and that's in a couple months, Mr. McCartney will hit 80 years of age, and he is still touring, as is Mr. Starr. Mr. Starkey. Ringo and Paul are still performing in front of live audiences. Can you imagine how many of your relatives out there that you knew over all the years you've been alive? One, did they make it to 80 years of age? But even if they did, what kind of shape were they in 1980? Can you imagine the kind of endurance and conditioning these 2 guys have got to be in to be able to still get on stage and entertain us live? I know that Ringo does he does regional tours and he'll be in front of smaller audiences, whereas Mr. McCartney, I mean, this guy can fill a 60,000 seat arena every night. I mean, this guy is like Garth Brooks. He can go to, I would bet you that Paul McCartney could go to Chicago and announce shows at the NFL football stadium they have there. And I would not be surprised that he would sell out the first show in minutes, announce the second show, sell out in minutes, announce a third show, sell out in minutes. Next thing you know, people are now planning weekend trip to Chicago from hundreds of miles away to come and see him. If he did 7 or 8 days of shows, people would be flying in for hours to fly in to see him. And can you just imagine? He's incredible. It's just amazing that these guys, they want to do it, that they still do it, and they do it well. It really is a testament to their endurance. I was mentioning on the earlier show today, I was watching, and I have been watching part one of the 3-part Beatle documentary that was released earlier, 6 months ago. It's now on Disney, and Jen and I, we watched part one last night. We probably watch part two in the next couple of days, and then part three sometime on the weekend. And I just remember these guys as Beatles. And to see the four of them in their mid-20s, just working and working and working, trying to get this Get Back thing together. Unbelievable. It was pretty cool. Anyway, let me know. At the moment, on the poll question, I've had 104 of you respond to me so far and say, Bruce, I'll tell you who I'd like to sit with. 41% of you are saying, I'd love to sit down with John Lennon. I'd like to spend time with John. 21% of you are saying Paul McCartney. 16% of you are saying, I would love to talk to George Harrison at a dinner party. And in Ringo Starr, 21% of you, just like with Paul McCartney, would like to talk to Ringo Starr over at a dinner party. Kind of cool, isn't that? That is kind of neat. I know that I saw an interview between Martin Short, and might have been Conan O'Brien. It could have been Dave Letterman. But he was talking about going to a dinner party in Hollywood. He'd been invited over to some friend's house, he and his wife, and found out that George Harrison was going to be there. And a lifelong dream of Martin Short to meet someone like George Harrison. And ended up, the two of them were hanging out, talking for hours. They just talked. The two of them just hit it off. I had heard a story. I'm trying to find the video. I can't find it, but it was a story that Martin Short also mentioned might have been the same interview, might have been another interview. I'm not 100% sure. But the story goes that I believe that Martin Short only met George Harrison the one time at this dinner party, but I could be wrong. He may have had an occasion to meet him again. Martin Short, if you're watching, you can always let me know if I got the story wrong. But the story goes something along the lines of after George Harrison passed away, it was, with a year or two after that, not too long after that. And Martin Short was at some kind of a get together, maybe an industry thing, somehow. He's in Hollywood. He was in a room with a lot of people, and he notices out of the corner of his eye, as people are coming and going and talking in groups, he sees a young man coming towards him, and he looks at him, and for a second, he's, that looks like George Harrison, but it wasn't. It was George Harrison's son. And he came up to Martin Short, and he asked him if he could give him a hug. And of course, and Marty gave him a hug. They had a hug, and the young man said that my dad told me about you, and whenever I saw you, he wanted me to give you one of these. Pretty cool. So there you go. A little thing. I'm an old softie, Anyway, welcome all to the show. Welcome to the markets. Are we going to have a good day or not? We're down 207 on the Dow. We're giving up some ground. Is it going to be bad? Are we going to get a recovery? Is this... I don't know. We seem to be coming up a little bit on the Dow, but now we're faltering again on the Dow. I mean, what? It doesn't seem to want to make up its mind, and we're down 206 at the moment. All right, down 216 now as I'm talking, down another 10 points. Rocket Lab up 5 cents. SoFi down a quarter. GameStop 171.52 up 467. That's where GameStop is. Just is not willing to go past 175. Just didn't want to do it. AMC 24.84 down 84 cents. Beginning to lose a little bit of ground at the end of the day here. It hit its high. AMC hit the high at 130. That's how high. When it got up there, it was at 25.92. It's the best it could do today. That was a gain at the time. But we've gone from 25.92 to 24.82, down $1.10. From that point in time, we're now down 87 cents on 77.4 million right now. Hycroft Mining down 14 cents to 225 and falling. Matterport 825 backing off. ME is backing off at 888. Spire is flat, down 13.5 cents. ATIP is down a penny, not much going on. Smart Rent down 40. Cyxtera down 22. Pfizer down 26 cents. Okay, there you go. Doing the best we can with what we got. What is this market going to do today when we're all done? All right, we love you, Bruce. Everything's going to be all right. Yay! Let's see. Let's see. I would imagine sitting next to Snoop Dogg would be an entertaining night, I'll tell you. What else we got here? That's a great story about Martin Short. Never heard that one before. I voted Ringo. That documentary is so good. We've watched it twice. I would love to spend an hour, like have a dinner party, a dinner set situation with Martin Short, just to talk to Marty. Oh gosh, did I love to talk to Marty Short. I saw Martin Short live in Los Angeles at the Pantages Theater. He was in The Producers with Jason Alexander, George Costanza from Seinfeld. George Costanza, Jason Alexander played Martin Bloom, and Marty Short played the role that Ferris Bueller's Day Off had. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm losing it. Anyway, I saw that show twice, and with the two of them as leads, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Martin Short on stage. Oh my God, just a natural. Absolute natural. What a phenomenal talent. Would love to have a visit with him anytime, anywhere. Hey, Beach Boy, thank you for this. Uncle Bruce, I bought back the two GameStop 14 200s for $3,700 gain. Nice going. The July 110s and 160s are still waiting. Thank you. Right on, buddy. Just wait it out. Way to go, scoring a nice little deal on those 200s. Love it, buddy. Good for you, man. BW. Not your poll. I'm going to say Bruce Willis, even though it has nothing to do with the Beatles, since he's losing his ability to speak now. I'd like to hear about his life stories before that happens. It'd be kind of cool meeting him. Yeah, it would be really cool to meet him. Let's see. Let's go. Beatles? Let's go. Matthew Broderick, thank you. Yeah, I lost the name there. I'd love to have dinner with John Cleese or RuPaul, maybe both of them at the same time. Oh my God, what a laugh fest! And to meet for dinner. Oh my gosh, the actor that won the Tony for The Producers with Matthew Broderick, who played the role on Broadway. What is his name? Oh my gosh. I'm just seeing the face, but I can't put the name on it right now. But boy, that would be something. Steve Martin was one of my faves out of the Migos. Oh man, I just love Jerry Seinfeld's series, Coffee. Comedians in cars. Getting a coffee. I love that series because I know Jerry would be with these guys for hours and hours and hours, guys and gals. There would be like 4, 5, 6 hours of filming, and then he puts together a 18 to 30 minute show, and that's all we get. We get snippets, but there has got to be so much off-camera stuff, so many bloopers in there. It's just got to be unbelievable. And that Jerry was able to sit down with Jerry Lewis and with Don Rickles, Gary Shandling. Oh my God, Gary Shandling. before they passed away on us. Some predicted, we knew Jerry was on his last legs, and Don Rickles was getting on, but Gary Shandling, to lose him so soon after Jerry talked to him, they really loved each other. It's great, great. All right. What else is going on? I always like Chevy Chase. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Bill Murray, interesting guy. And I would think that a fascinating guy to talk to would be the Blues Brother. Not John Belushi, but Dan Aykroyd. Dan would be fascinating to talk to. I would love to meet Jane Curtin. Jane Curtin, I would love to sit down and talk to, because Jane Curtin was sober through the whole thing. For the first 5 years of Saturday Night Live, she was kind of sober, home every night in pretty good shape. She probably remembers it all. Stories. I'm sure she has stories. 170 on GameStop. I think we touched 168, Zed is saying. We may have had a little pop there. Forget about Matthew. How about JSB? Nathan Lane. Thank you, John Taylor. Thank you. Nathan Lane. Oh, gosh, would I love to chat with Nathan Lane. Man. Oh, man. That has got to be someone. That gentleman is a treasure. That guy is a treasure. My God, he's funny. Oh, my gosh. All right. Stephen Wright would be something. Oh, man. Ringo, if I'm going to go to dinner with a guest, I prefer them to be an alive person. Well, again, you can go back in a time machine, whatever. Uncle Bruce, a funny story. So I worked a gig with Snoop. He was the DJ for the Samsung phone reveal day in 2019. I don't remember anything else. His relax room was made out of drape, and it had no ceiling. Gary Shandling show was kind of like Seinfeld before Seinfeld. Yeah. What about Benny Hill? Oh my gosh, Benny Hill. Red Skelton. I would love to have met Red Skelton. Jackie Gleason. Oh my God, the stories. Oh my God, the stories. Bill Murray would be fun to play golf with. Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy. My friend was at a bar in New York City, and Bill Murray took over the bartending. Whatever anyone ordered, they got a shot of tequila. Spare. Hi, Alte family. Finally, I'm back from Netherlands, and I have already eaten again something. Welcome. TARDIS, did you see the viewer figures fall as you spewed on about vaccines again this morning? It was funny to watch. Lost my membership and my subscription for calling us idiots. Well, too bad. Screw you. I don't care. Get lost. Hit the road. Whatever. Goodbye. Jim Carrey, with the speculation that he pretends to believe that I'm a real person, with the stipulation. Splair, what is going on here? Thanks for the quick early show today. By the way, Bruce, help to stay calm. Duncan, hi there. Simpletons, George Poltz, Benny Hill. Oh man, dead comedian Chris Farley. Oh man, that guy was wild, unbelievably wild. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Nice to see you all. Those of you who stick around and are not leaving my channel because I speak my opinion or whatever, I appreciate you. Those of you who want to go somewhere else, it's okay. It's all right. No hard feelings. See you around. If you can't take it, can't take it. It's okay. Where am I? Here I am. Back to work. All righty. We're at now 168.29. Look at that GameStop. Up 144. It's coming off quick. The Dow down 291 now. It's made up its mind. It wants to go lower. We're down 32 on S&P. We're down 97 on NASDAQ. Looks like 0.67 to 0.82 on the percentages. Oil down $7 to $100.81 a share. Okay. Okay. If you're going to include the time machine, Nancy says, then I'm going to meet with Jesus, the Savior himself, and bring a gallon of water. I might need a translator. Listen, I got some water here. Could you turn this into some nice Chablis and let's have a chat? Yeah. Jim Carrey would be really interesting. Yeah. Jim Carrey would really be cool. Let me think. Who else would I love to spend some time with? Dean Martin. I would love to talk to Dean Martin. Frank Sinatra would have been pretty cool, one-on-one in a private way. Would love to have been a visitor to his house where he was playing with his incredible train set and just talking to Frank about whatever. That would have been pretty cool. Who else would I like to have met and chatted with? I'm thinking more entertainment world. I think anything else than anything else. Stephen Wright, someone broke into my house, arranged all the furniture, and then put it all back. Stephen, great comedian, incredible word man, incredible word person. Let's see here, Michael. I wish I was there. I love the new Uncle Bruce's Coyote. Farley would have been hilarious to meet. Getting drinks with Bill Cosby. Oh my gosh, I don't know about that. What else is going on, Michael? Yes, 100%. Robin Williams. Yeah, so indeed, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. Yeah. I would. Let's see. Angry Bruce is the best Bruce. There you go. Beach Boy Zed. Yeah, set to write. Uncle was set to write Out of the Money 2 days ago. He said April 14th were very good. Wrote 25.95 strike 200. Bought today for 740. Right on, buddy. Nancy, Uncle Bruce, I appreciate your honesty, and I enjoy when you go on a rant because most of the time I agree with you. Dave, imagine having a life so unfulfilling that you spend your days trolling YouTube accounts. Yep, Zed, Beach Boy. Nice. I have to pay attention. Zamalo, you can't stop Bruce when he's on stage. He'll slap you back. Coyote, you don't know as much as you think you do. And anonymous anti-vaxxer does. No self-awareness. Laugh out loud. Alberto, Bertie, to Uncle you wish, but I ain't going nowhere. Martin, I'd like to sit down with Uncle Bruce, a guy from Calgary. That'd be kind of nice. Bees Knees. I'd love to have a conversation with Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, that would be a chat. Uncle Bruce, I just bought back 200 GameStop, 200 expiration for $1, and I'm ready to rewrite. Nice going. Love to talk to. I would love to talk to Sid Caesar. Would love to have met the ability to have had a chat with Sid Caesar. That would be pioneer of early television comedy, and I would just. The thrill of a lifetime would be to be able to sit down with Mel Brooks. Oh my God! And of course, the late we just lost him, Meathead's father, in real life. His best buddy, Mel Brooks' best pal in his last years. Would love to have met that gentleman. Carl Reiner. Stories. Oh my God. Oh my God, unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Michael says to Coyote, he does Facebook research. It's solid. John, Marcus, I would have had to be at your house. He's homeless. Alberto Beachpoint, nice going. Credit Savage, Bill Cosby would have quailed you. Michael, I wouldn't. Zed, I just backed up like $7. Tiff, I'm near, so I would go to. Why am I going to this meet? Beach Boy, when and what are you doing? What are you gonna do next? We're at right now 167 on GameStop. We're only up 15 cents now on GameStop. We're down 331 on the Dow. We have 27 minutes to go. Rocket Lab is unchanged. SoFi down 29. AMC down $1.17 to 24.51. Highcroft is now down 13 cents to 226. Matterport down 23. ME is down 2.5. Spire down 16 cents. ATIP down a half a penny. Smart Rent down 43. Xterra down 22. Pfizer down 38 cents to 52.06. Robinhood down $1.02. Vanik down $4. Home Depot down 9. IBM down $1.50. Microsoft 335 lower. Apple 159 lower and falling. GameStop down. Goldman down 405. Cisco up only 8 cents, falling back. Facebook down 370. Amazon $28 lower. Tesla down 760. Google down $32. Are any of you making money on your covered calls that you've written on anything? They must be all falling. If you've been taking my advice lately, you must be all making money here. And let these markets back off. Absolutely. Let them back off. GameStop 167.48. We have 26 minutes to go, and we're backing off. Down 340 on the Dow. 38-point drop on S&P. NASDAQ down 117. The NASDAQ is down 0.8. S&P down 0.8. The Dow down 0.95. Pretty consistent drop off across the board. $100.99 on oil. Bill Burr was asked which dead comic he'd choose to meet, and he said Don Rickles. He was asked what he would ask Don, and he answered, "Who really shot JFK?" Said Caesar. Oh yes, Sid Caesar and Madeline Kahn. Oh my God, two geniuses. All those all those doctors and scientists are wrong. My Google research is proof they're not that smart. Madeline Kahn is not still living. No, she passed away. I've got a second choice, Patrice O'Neill, and Robin Williams. I'd like to sit down with Chris Rock and learn how to take a hit from a man. Carol O'Connor. Wow, yeah. At least we soon get to meet Jennifer Aniston here in Europe. That's right. You play your cards right. Yes, indeed. Jerry Stiller. Jerry, it's Frank Costanza. Mr. Steinbrenner's here. George is dead. Call me back. Quote from the show. Uncle Bruce, I have a GameStop 175 is expiring tomorrow. Do we wait or do we write? I have. Do we wait? Well, you've written them and they're falling. I'm sure they're falling out. So when you get them super cheap, you buy them back, and then we'll take a look at writing. I'm assuming you said you've written them. So I don't know why you're asking me whether waiting or writing. Nancy, back to stocks. I'm sitting on GameStop covered call 160 expiring tomorrow. I have a stink offer in for 145. There you go. That's it. You've got all day. Absolutely. Let's see. There's a guy who created a bunch of Nintendo games like Super Mario. Oh, okay. Alberto, yesterday's show. Robert, going to be interesting tomorrow. What is going to happen now? Russia wants its gas payments in rubles. Let's see. Wants to be roofied. I don't know. Waiting for bids to fill in my buybacks. Right on. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, could you explain GameStop not falling anymore? There's almost no trading, at least not like earlier this week. Well, 168.05 up $1.20, 8.2 million volume. I've explained this many a time in the last 2 days with the three shares now, Highcroft, AMC, GameStop. They are linked in one way or another. They're linked, and volume on all three is backing off dramatically, and that means they're going to go lower. They're going to go lower. Charlie Chaplin. Oh, that would be someone to chat with. Yeah, that would be someone to chat with. There is so much goodness out simpletons. H. Gregory, right credit volume is pretty low. Nancy, my stink ask of 30 cents just hit on my GameStop 220 expiring tomorrow. I sold it for $7.15. Sweet. Well done, everybody. You're cashing in on these contracts. I'm so pleased. You deserve it. Those of you who've written these contracts, these 220s, 210s, 200s, 190s, 180s, they're coming in for you, and I'm really happy. Those of you who need to do rollovers, or you've already done rollovers, the stock is coming down. It's only up $1 now, 167.88. Down she goes. Got a VIP tour at Paramount Studios when my wife and I got married. Zed, yes, I've written them and could buy them back now or wait. Well, if they're really cheap, pick them up. Otherwise, you can wait till tomorrow. If they're out of the money, you can wait till tomorrow. It's no rush. A miraculous Uncle Bruce. I attempted to do a poor man covered call on Cisco. However, since I bought the stock keeps going up, and I didn't want to write against the rising stock. Instead, I sold the calls. Should I have held? Well, if your calls that you bought that were way in the money have gone up nicely, you scored a deal. I'm a happy guy. I mean, how can you not beat that deal? You want to move on to another stock, you can always, buy an in the money Apple and start writing against Apple. You can always do that. Nicely done, though. Making money. And like clockwork, as soon as I ask my question, this stock falls fast. Man, how is Smart Rent going the wrong way still? This is a hot stock with a great future. Thoughts, Uncle B? I have no idea, my friend. It is ridiculous. I agree. Freethinker, wouldn't it be best move? Wouldn't the best move depend on how much Zed wrote them for? Like, if the break-even is 188, there is less of a worry that if the premiums are lower at the time of writing. Good point, Freethinker. But with the information I'm given, I'm left to guess. You know what I mean? Alexander, bought back my Goldman Sachs 340 covered calls They expire April the 1st. I bought them at a 92% profit today. Worth the gamble if it runs up tomorrow for another classic $10+ move before I write new ones. Yes! Yes, sir. Beautifully done and well thought out. Getting a whole other side to Alberto today. Biggie and blunts and trying anything once or twice. I love this guy. Let's go. Cisco struggles at 57. DQ, it likes to ride 55 to 57 lately. Scott, did you say Canadians in cars getting coffee? Yeah. I said Canadians in cars getting coffee. Okay. Charlie Chaplin, he was in silent films for a reason. Yeah. He was in the business kind of early. Canadians in cars getting poutine. There we go. DH, Uncle Bruce, having a heck of a time rolling my GameStop 105s. These are April 22s for an even money 125 July 15th. Am I unrealistic in pricing or should I drop strike? No, DH, don't be in a hurry. You're talking about April 22s. Let time go by a little longer. You will get it pulled off. Maybe the stock has to drop a little bit more. Time has to go by a little bit more, but you're gonna pull off the trade. Just be patient. It's not a run. It's not a race. Let's see what happens. 167.80. We're up 95 cents on GameStop. We're threatening to go negative again. Says Alberto. It's the Red Sea again today. Says drops. Yeah, we're down 332 on the Dow. We did get a direction in the Dow here in the last hour, and that direction is down. We are down 330. We're down 37 on S&P, 106 on NASDAQ. But the Dow is leading the market lower at this point. It is the first mover down. Rocket Lab is negative 1 penny. SoFi down 27. GameStop is up now 140 a share to 168.25. AMC down 97. Highcroft down 9. Matterport off 23 cents. ME down 35. Spire down 16. ATIP is down a half of a penny. Smart Rent down 45 cents to 506, low of all time on Smart Rent. Sextera down 22 cents, 12.30. Pfizer down 43 cents to $52 on the nose. The low of the day, 51.96 already. So we're heading for the low of the day there. Robinhood down 99 to 13.57. So we're watching a lot of red here. Only a couple of little greenies, but it's really GameStop at 161 gain. Trying to hang around. I don't know why it's hanging around, but it is. Canadian in cars getting bagels and lamps. Thanks. I'll put my right arm over my left arm now, and I'll wait this out. Z Estate. Let me try this again. I have GameStop strike at 175, expires tomorrow. Shall I buy them back and make a little profit? Or should I wait until tomorrow? You know what? If this market is closing weekly, you don't have to buy them back until tomorrow. You might as well wait it out. I don't have a better trade for you to do, so wait it out. See what gives. Maybe the profit will be even bigger. Right on. Drops, trades, Beach Boy. What lamp? Laugh out loud. There you go. FX. I'm thumbs up number 115 for you, buddy. Thank you everybody for thumbs ups. 115. Got 119 now, and here's the poll question. If I went to a dinner party, I would prefer to sit next to John, Paul, George, or Ringo from the Beatles. John Lennon, 41% of you would like to spend time with John. Paul, 23%. George Harrison, 17. Ringo Starr, 18. And that's out of 179 votes. So John is the leader at the moment. The other three are kind of neck and neck right there. I think all three would be most fascinating people to get to talk to. For sure. All righty. Let's move on. Where am I here? Oh, yeah, there I am. Let's go. Let's go. D.H. Ruda, I'm number 121 for you, buddy. You think Friday will be a green? Will be green on the fear of missing out? I don't know. My real answer is George Harrison. There you go. Zed, one more for you. I have GameStop 135s. What would you tell Beach Boy to do? Laugh out loud. Again, it all depends on when they expire. If they're expiring tomorrow, you're going to have to do something. But if they don't expire tomorrow, you do not have to do anything, and just give yourself more time. The worst case scenario on a lot of these options that you guys are into can be as simple as buy back the call you got and write the exact same strike price call for next week or the week after. Some of you, like this 135 contract, it's not way in the money, but it's $33 in the money. Zed could buy that thing back, and if it's to expire tomorrow, he could buy it back now and write a call that has 3 weeks of life in it, 135s. He'll bring in more money. Add the money to your account. You sit on 135s, and all you're doing is biding your time until the stock price and or the shrinkage of the contract gives you the opportunity to roll into a higher strike price if you need to do that. But if the stock would accommodate you and back off to the 140 neighborhood next week, what are you worrying about with the 135? You're going to be in great shape. Super Week wants to meet Justin Bieber. Drops, trades. Mick Jones was so mine. I don't know what that means. Alberto, I finally seen the angry balding shorty at work this morning. What a great show. Can we have all of them at the table? H. Gregory, hey, Uncle B. I have Apple 160 poor man covered calls expiring April the 8th. What do you think a good strike would be to roll up to? Okay, so you've written an Apple 160, and the Apple right now is 176. So, and you have 4.8. Okay, so you need to pick off a contract. If you can, if you can move up at least maybe 2 or 3 weeks in time. Let's say you did that. Maybe April 14, April 25, or April 21, or April 29, or something like that. Towards the end of April, you want to definitely move up as close to maybe 165 if you can, 167. Now, you might not be able to do that, but what you might be able to do between now and next Friday, you might be able to go up from 4.8 to 421 to 162. Might go up $2, and then at 421 you'll look to go to 429 to 64. You'll jump another $2. You might do it a couple of bucks at a time. Let the stock come back to you a little bit while you go after the stock. Keep it a simple rollover, that kind of thing, making it not expensive for you, no cost to you. Maybe there's a credit depending on how long out you go. That might be the deal. Yeah, May 20, Bruce, expiration. You got time. Relax. You got time. Gilda Radner is a natural talent. Lost too soon. Yes, and talking to her would have been great. And also talking to the actor that, first of all, her husband, and also Eugene Wilder. Talking to Eugene, that would have been something, talking to him. David Niven would have been an interesting character to have a chat with her too. And Cary Grant. It would have been interesting to talk to someone like a Cary Grant. Wow. Hollywood from way back when. Anyway, there you are. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, what would you tell me to pass on to Z? What would you tell me to... It's all right. Nelson, stinky bid 501 on Smart Rent filled. Laughing out loud. You got to be kidding me. A stinky bid on Smart Rent. You cannot be serious. Wow, look at that. 506 right now. Hit 501. I cannot believe it. That is the low of lows. The all-time low. Nelson, you scored the all-time low trade of that stock's history. It might be the low of all time. I don't know. It's 506 now. Isn't that amazing? We got 12 minutes to go here. We're down 355 on the Dow. We're at the lows of the day. GameStop 168.64 up 179. Trying to hang on. We're unchanged on Rocket Lab, down 27 on SoFi at 950. AMC 24.87 down 81 cents, and Haycroft down 9.5 to 229.5. I bought 25 shares of Matterport at 8.19, and it's now 8.20. Wow. These bargoons are ridiculous on these stocks. Of course, the all-time low on Matterport at 571. So today, that's a good price, though. No question about that. 365-point drop on the Dow. 168.43 on GameStop. My gosh. Definitely a spicy uncle this AM. Nelson, bargoons everywhere on drops. No. Smart Rent, take my 501 stink bid, please. Oh my gosh. Alberto, gotta go feed my grandbaby. I have a great night, Bagel family. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Alberto. You take care, buddy. Thank you for all your support. Guys, we are getting closer and closer. We have 11 minutes to go. And we're down 374 on the Dow as it keeps backing off. We're 42 points lower now on S&P. Make that 43. We're down 112 on NASDAQ, 116 on NASDAQ. Down a percentage point, almost 1.1% on the Dow, 0.95 on S&P, 0.79 on NASDAQ. So negative, negative, and negative. Rocket Lab is up a penny. GameStop up 121 at 168.06. 168, 167.97 now on GameStop. 167.98. A little more pressure coming in there. No volume on SoFi whatsoever. Volume today, 30 million. 30 million. Dead quiet today. Really quiet today. Uncle Bruce, thank you, buddy. H. Gregory, you know it. You got it, my friend. Anytime. 168.24, 167.97. GameStop hanging around that 120, 130 gain range, 140 gain range. It's just kind of hanging on. The low was 158 today. So GameStop has been $10 lower than this. And here we are just getting a nothing burger in. AMC down 80, Highcroft down 11. The Dow down 400. We are down 400 points on the Dow. 410 now. 410. More red coming in. People are backing up at this point. Still a bargain at 505, says Nelson. There you go. It certainly is. It certainly is a bargain down there. Man, oh man, 420 point loss. 420 points on the Dow now. Another drop. 168.02 on GameStop. 168.02. Holding a 117 gain with 9 minutes left. Can GameStop hold the line, or will it lose at the very, very end? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Bob Hope is greatest of all. That would have been a guy to talk to. That would have been a real interesting guy to talk to. I think that some of the agents of these people would have been really interesting people to talk to. The agents of these famous people. Jack Benny would have been a great guy to talk to. Mr. Burns, George Burns. Wow. That would have been something. I would love to talk to Art Linkletter. Oh man, I would love to have talked to Art Linkletter. That guy was a storyteller extraordinaire. I saw him on a few interviews on Larry King Live in his last years. And then he also did interviews, one-on-one interviews for historical Hollywood interviews. I'm so grateful they put those on YouTube to watch. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Steve Allen, there's another guy. I would love to have talked to Steve Allen. Man, oh man. What a life. What a life through early television. Unbelievable. Yeah. Anyway, bygone era. SoFi's quiet before the storm. Uncle Bruce, let's say you have a 120 strike on GameStop, and it's a $20 in the money at the expiration. So, it's worth the stock 140. Would the book value here be $20? Yes, the book value of the contract would be $20. That's right. In the last few days of that contract's life, with the stock around 140, that contract would be trading at under $21. It would be 20 to 21, just over book value. Yeah. Until Friday, when it would probably be down to 2015, 2020, 2005. Yeah. Book value, absolutely. We are down 398 on the Dow. GameStop, 168.30, 144 gain, holding on, up 2 cents on Rocket Lab, holding on. Coyote, excellent. I wanted to make sure I am calculating book value correctly. Splair, happily, I grabbed another 20 SoFi now. 950 looks cheap to me. Rocket Lab is green. Bee's knees. I understand that you don't believe in the fabled mother of all short squeezes. I don't know, but would be delighted. There are also fabled MOA crashes predicted. Mother of all, I don't know what that means. What are your thoughts about this? Well, there are always the sensationalists. Since when I started in this business in 1978, just as an investor and then as a broker in 79, desk trader, vice president, partner in a brokerage firm, took a company public. I mean, There are always were, and always will be the sensationalists. And these are the guys and girls that make predictions about the economy, about the markets, about anyone's stock, about gold, about the end of the world. I mean, there are religious sensationalists that are on TV, get you to send them money. I mean, they're everywhere, and they need eyeballs and listeners. And if they can get enough, they can make a nice living. Whether they're right or not is irrelevant. They just need eyeballs, and they can do well. And John, have a good night. All got to go pick up the kids right now, but we're down 427 on the Dow now, and 167.54 is the last trade on GameStop. We're only up 77 cents. 5 minutes to go. You got these folks who predict this or predict that. Good night. Good luck to it. Splair, have a good night. Thank you, Nelson. You take care of their bees knees. Thank you so much for your perspective. I do what I can. I do what I can with what little I have. Face for radio. We're down 452 on the Dow. This is a full-blown, we're getting out, end of the day, non-rally. GameStop has not got the memo. They didn't get the memo at GameStop. 167.38 up 53 cents. We're just not giving up ground. We got 4 minutes to go. GameStop doesn't want to drop. It can still drop $5, but it doesn't seem to want to do it. 167.48 at the moment, up 62 odd cents, it would appear. AMC down 78 and Hycroft down 8 cents. So there you go. There's always losers at the casino, most of them. Take care. Everything been in the meetings. So Duncan, you take care, buddy. Thanks, pal. Hold the line, Beach Boy. Warren Buffett, Jeremy Grantham. That's it. There are those who wait it out, and there are those who are sensationalists and just want to be noticed. And they need the volume. They need the volume on their web page. They need their money in their volume in the newspaper. They need their eyeballs on trade magazines. Wherever they publish, they need eyeballs. We're up 20 cents. 28 cents gain on GameStop. Just hanging on. 167.13 with 3 minutes to go on GameStop. Do lots of open contracts on the stock help keep it below the strike price? For example, 20,000 contracts at 10 on SoFi for tomorrow. Nope, does not. We're down 12 cents now on GameStop. Nope, does not. You might think it does, but it really doesn't. There's all kinds of theories about it, but I don't think so. GameStop down 12 cents. 166.66 now on GameStop. 166.66. Now 166.06. We're down 79 cents on GameStop. Going lower now on GameStop. Just a bit. The Dow down 485. It's not holding off. The Dow is backing off a lot. We're down 62 on S&P, NASDAQ down 187, down 1.3%. The Dow's down 1.37. S&P down 135. 2 minutes to go, and we're going into the red. 166.40 on GameStop. We're down 40 cents on GameStop. 166.40. 166.29 on GameStop, down 56 now. Just a little more red, not a lot. Volume on GameStop, 8.6 million. That's not great. AMC 24.86 down 88 cents on 83 million. Hycroft Mining down a dime, 175 million. There you go. Down 488 to 489 on the Dow Jones right now. 166.22, 165.22 on GameStop. We just lost $1 on the stock. 165.22 down 162 now on GameStop. 165.22. We got 2 minutes to go. Goldman Sachs is hurting, but the covered calls I wrote are up 72%. There you go. Marco, hey, Uncle B. I did build a small position in Bed Bath Beyond. Now I'm writing 5 calls against it. I was able to write 2 covered calls today for $27.50. Expiring 414 high trade today, 214. Guess who's on the short side? Right on. Nice work. Shez, Cindy B, I bought back my covered calls on Goldman Sachs, waiting to write again. 166.01 on GameStop. We were at 165.26 here. 166.01, jumping about a bit. And we got a minute to go. It is red everywhere. Rocket Lab, even that's down 3 cents. at the moment. 165.29 on GameStop. 166.20, 165. We're jumping back and forth here at this last few minutes of trading. The Dow down 518. Another late dump off of stock. Another dump off. 166.50 on GameStop, down 35 cents. Trying to hang on to that break-even line, but the Dow and the S&P and NASDAQ are backing up. Interesting. We are done. Not Larry Titus. Jury Foreman Titus has rung the bells. We're done. I remember I said 168-ish, says Duncan. There you go. Shiz. I hope my stinks on Google and Amazon hit. We are done for the day. 166.45, down 40 cents on GameStop. AMC down $1.05, and Hycroft down 9 cents. They were weak at the end. Yeah, 550-point drop on the Dow. Definitely negative. Definitely negative on the Dow. 1.56% point loss. 1.56 of a percentage point. The S&P lost 1.56. NASDAQ lost 1.54. They all dropped quite a bit at the end. 221 for the NASDAQ, 72 for S&P, 550 for the Dow. GameStop showing 166.45 last trade on the session today. 8.7 million right now. Right now it's 166.50, up a nickel. Trying to hang around. That's all it's doing. Oh my. What a day again today. Options are losing ground because time is running out. Tomorrow is Friday, expiry day on all contracts written for Friday. And we'll see how the markets open tomorrow morning. Kind of a weak drop off here. Worries, it might spread into Asia, Europe. We'll have to see what happens. I do not know how this goes. How much money does ME have in the bank? Does anybody know? Where is Larry Titus? He never gets his bike back. Larry's in jury duty for another, 2.5 weeks? He was with us last night for the Golden Bagel show. He was here last night, 8 o'clock, and he's doing all right, but he's got to go through jury duty. No phones. Wow, was up big early, then barely escaped above water. Phew, says Michael. Let's see, jury duty. Yeah, Mirko, he's trying to bring the guy who took it from behind bars. Larry's in jury duty. Yep, we're waiting for Larry to come back, and he's hanging in there. But that is it. 166.50 on GameStop in the aftermarket. 163.55 actually. 163.55 on GameStop. Down 290 on the aftermarket. GameStop just dropped almost $3 on the aftermarket. We'll see how that works out. Tiff, see you tomorrow, gang. You betcha, buddy. Good night. You take care. Yeah, that's the dealio. Aftermarket activity. We're up a nickel on Rocket Lab to 810. SoFi is unchanged at 945. GameStop, as I said, GameStop now down a little bit here. AMC is up 6 cents. Highcraft is up a penny. Nothing going on there. Matterport, 812. No change from the aftermarket. ME 383 at the end of the day. 391 aftermarket. Up 8. Spire was 210. Still at 210. ATIP 187.5, not trading at all. Smart Rent 509, 506 in the aftermarket, down 3. Sixtera 1222 at the end of the day, and it stayed there. Really dropped off at the end of the day there. It went from like, what was that price? $2.30 down to $12.30 down to $12.22. 8 cents. Breakdown right there. $2.30, $234,000, nothing much. Quiet day. Pfizer 51.77. Drop off at the end. 51.77. I know somebody that has calls written on that stock, and those shares are going the right direction. Very interesting. Very interesting. There might be some rollover opportunities coming for Pfizer again for some of my friends out there. They're going to have to take a look at rollover opportunities. Yes, sir. Look for that. Okay, there it is. GameStop showing at the moment in the aftermarket a price of $165 a share, down $1.45, and that's what we have. Bee's niece says, I did good when the stink bit of mine was accepted this morning. So I went out and put new tires on my daughter's car for her. I love it. This is great. Fantastic. Free thinker is laughing. Miraculous. Uncle Bruce, what would be a deep in the money for Apple? I see the 52-week low is 120. So is that deep enough? You could look at 120s. Sure. Yeah. 120. You might even look at 130s. Always keeping an eye. Once a deep in the money call option gets to within $10, you may want to roll down, and move further out, roll back a little bit, take a new position, and then keep on writing. But yeah, 120s for Apple. That's pretty cool. Jennifer, have a great night, everybody. Let's wake up in the green tomorrow, please. That would be nice. I agree with that, Jennifer. You have a great night. Thank you for being with me today, and all of us here. The grumpy old man that went on the rant this morning. Adventures of Duncan, SMH, worth looking at. It's definitely worth looking at, the old SMH. Yeah, I'll tell you, we had a day today. We ended up with the SMH today. It's 269 down 558. The high for the year, 318. The low is 222. But right now it's up 121. Those high quality chip stocks. Anyway, there you go. Folks, thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for being with me today all day. Appreciate it. Have a great evening and stay rested, stay healthy for me. And make sure to join us tomorrow. Love to see you. Thank you, Miraculous. Appreciate that. And all of you, hope you're making some money here on these GameStop calls as they are shrinking out. AMC calls, Apple calls, Microsoft calls, Goldman calls. Way to go, you guys. You're making some dough. I'm proud of you. Keep it going. Don't stop now. Thank you for donations, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Michael and Nelson. Have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on the alert show that I'll do for Gold Bagel members. Okay, bye for now.